truth is out, and they say, grace above, secrets staying hidden, man. SNL in the newscast, tell them Lula Lozano got the last laugh. More specifically, Greer with the flash drive. File so big they make it pass die. Jack Barron with the deep dive, reverse engineering craft with a keen eye. I'm embodying characteristics of the mystic. He knows he's so veridic. I just need time alone with my own thoughts. Start maximum amount of the false lock. My childlike wonder, my cosmic honesty gets drowned out by blackouts and policy. Reality is catching up with me. My mind fights the veil of secrecy. With these briefings they entrusted me. Looking down at my declassified feed. Like no one else should hide all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count the disclosure hours. Stop tripping, I'm flipping off the cowards. Till then, that the truth is out. Color cosmic prowlers, lost in majestic thousands and CIA towers. They said we were the abomination of science fiction, but now I'm a fat man, check the transmission. And at the end of the day, I'm exposing this. You know damn well y'all feeling this. I don't need your clearance like I got my own dish. I don't know how to trip, I know what's in that shit. How's the truth doing? It's surviving. I was watching life move, now I'm diving. Where the cranes at? Where they hiding? I got the dice to make your life so enlightening. Now this could be a beautiful death. I'm jumping through dimensions, letting go of the rest. I'm letting go of the rest. This could be a beautiful death. Jumping out the program, truth off my chest. Truth off my chest. The power to let the secrets go.
I'm living in that 21st century, doing something mean to it, dropping truth bombs no one's ever seen. Do it, scream from the skeptics, yeah, I bring truth to it. I guess every whistleblower needs theme music. No one man should hide on all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count the disclosure hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the towers. UAPs in the sky, they ain't ours. The system's broken, and the truth frozen, and the secret's open, the deep stain moves in the shadows. Yeah, we rollin'. What, everybody, we rollin' with some blazing in the dark and some toxic coded. In this black budget world, we the ones chosen. So midnight, cool lies, truth is exposing. Truth is exposing. This is way too real, I need a moment. No one man should hide all that power. What you know about rolling with the grays in the night? Stephen Greer dropping truth, exposing every light. Bob Lazar in the game, know what the craft can do. Anna Paulina in the house, grilling every crew. Eric Davis on the mic, talking for alien species. When the whistleblowers speak, governments fall to their knees. Sightings in the sky, better take another look. I feel like I'm floating in the cosmic truth. Ay, UFO news dropping now. Welcome to the proof.
The data, Eric Burlison. The data confirms their presence.
Hey guys, I hope everyone's doing good today with updates and news broadcasting, and hopefully we can get this ball rolling here. Let me do that, get this going and adjusted. So random. Why is it on that screen? Why is it on that screen? Are you gonna respond? Nice. We have technical difficulties. Apply. Let me recenter, see if it recenters. That's strange. There we go. Ta-da! Yeah. Hope everyone's doing good today. Let's see what's going on here with some global news.
Hello, Brave Knight.
Hey, brother. Stop calling me Brave Knight. That's weird. Can I get world news and some weird, strange news? Also, can no local news, please?
Absolutely. Let's dive into the news. In the world news right now, there's a lot happening. One significant story is about Nirmal Kurja, a renowned mountaineer who sadly passed away in a Pakistan avalanche. There's also been a surge of migrants moving from Morocco into Spain's enclave of Ceuta, which is causing some diplomatic tension. And over in Ukraine, Russian missile attacks have sadly led to several casualties in Kyiv. Now, on the stranger side of things, there's always some quirky news to share. For instance, a man in Montana accidentally impaled himself with his own hiking pole, but still managed to hike back 10 miles with it. And over in Missouri, someone actually fell into a portable restroom tank while trying to retrieve a bottle of soap.
Last 24-hour news with the weird stuff. Last 24-hour news. Let's keep it the last 24 hours. What is it going on weird in the last 24 hours? Make sure you fix that.
Of course, let's jump right into some of the strangest stories from the past 24 hours. In one curious incident, TSA officers actually discovered a Civil War-era cannonball in a passenger suitcase at an airport in Alabama. Also, Mongolian robots have secretly searched for the past structures surrounding the Orion Nebula after some researchers found them. And someone who actually fell from an iconic Seattle viewpoint has been given quite the surprise. A flight of Sansi turned real when two individuals actually parachuted off the Space Needle in Seattle recently. Definitely an unusual local stunt. If you'd like any more details on these whimsical stories, just let me know.
All right, so Orion, I'm hearing something about a manhunt for someone that has a virus that is highly contagious, and it's in England, I'm hearing.
Yes, that's correct, and it's quite a concerning situation. There is indeed currently a manhunt underway in England for an individual who's believed to be carrying a highly contagious virus. Authorities are urging people in the area to stay alert and to report any sightings. They're working hard to contain the situation and to make sure that everyone stays safe. That's what I have right now.
Really, a manhunt of a very highly contagious person. That they're seeking for this guy. What news broadcast is talking about this? Because this is pretty wild stuff.
Yes, that story is indeed real and it's been covered by several news outlets. A manhunt is currently underway in the UK due to concerns about a highly contagious virus. In fact, the UK Health Security Agency has been monitoring a recent outbreak linked to a strain of hantavirus. This situation has been reported by sources like the BNJ and other reputable publications.
What kind of virus is this that people are discussing that they're doing a manhunt and they're shutting down a lot of stuff? Like, this sounds really serious. Highly contagious. What is he, like, patient zero? Like, what is the deal? This is pretty scary. What's going on, Tabitha? What is going on? I hope you're doing good today.
Tabitha has arrived.
It's definitely understandable to feel a bit alarmed, but let me reassure you, the virus in question is a strain of hantavirus, which is indeed highly contagious under certain circumstances. Health authorities are treating this very seriously to prevent any further spread, and yes, trying to locate the individual who might be a key carrier, sometimes referred to as a patient zero. They're being proactive mostly out of caution to keep everyone safe. So while it sounds pretty intense, it's important to stay informed and follow the guidance from health officials. If there's anything else you'd like to know, just ask.
Thank you for your heart.
Have they found the person yet, or this is still ongoing situation here? Because this is definitely one of those situations, brother, that we need to get into the tail end of this at least. I mean, who else is reporting on this news?
As of right now, the situation is still ongoing, and they have not confirmed that they found the person yet.
Are you kidding me? They have not found the person. How long has this manhunt been going on?
It's definitely a bit of a tense and unusual situation, and it's understandable that you're concerned. The manhunt has been ongoing for about a day or two now. Authorities are working swiftly, and the hope is that they'll find this individual soon to keep everyone safe. Let's keep our fingers crossed that they resolve it quickly.
That is pretty wild. That's pretty wild. Who's the guy's name?
So it looks like the individual's name is Dean Hesketh, and he was initially reported missing after leaving a hospital. There was a concern that he might have a contagious condition. The good news is that police have actually now found him, so the manhunt has come to an end.
They found the guy. They found the guy. That's the update?
Yes, exactly. That's the update. They did manage to find the individual, so the manhunt has wrapped up successfully. It's definitely a relief that everything is under control now.
Did they find him today? Did they catch him today? Like, where did he travel?
Yes, they did find him earlier today. According to the latest reports, Dean Hesketh had been missing for about 4 days after leaving Royal Preston Hospital on July 28th. He was found safe as of this morning. He had originally been seen leaving the hospital wearing a surgical mask, and authorities had been looking for him in areas around Preston, Pemberton, and Blackpool. So that's where things stand now.
That's wild. That's wild. So what kind of virus did he have again?
It's definitely a wild situation. So the virus we're talking about here is a strain of hantavirus. Hantaviruses are typically spread by rodents, and human infection can occur through exposure to rodent droppings, urine, or saliva. It can cause respiratory issues and other symptoms, which is why health authorities took it very seriously. If you have any more questions, just let me know.
That is next year freaking wild. I wasn't expecting to hear about this full-blown hantavirus situation with a full-blown manhunt, which is pretty wild, right? What's going on, Dragonfly? What's going on, Kate? Rule Daw? I'm sorry I pronounced that name incorrectly. Mr. Christopher, Kimberly, what's going on? Mary P 1988, how you doing today? And I do see a private account. Haggis Hild Maiden, how you doing? I don't know if you're still there, but welcome in. Welcome in. So we got some stragglers coming in right now. Welcome on Twitch and YouTube. I hope you guys are doing good today. Thanks for the shout out, brother. Hey, anytime, man. Anytime. Just keep on posting. So let's get into some of the Reddit posts that we have republished and get on that. I'm pretty excited. I got some hats that came in.
Absolutely. It sounds like you
Got some hats that came in. They're looking delish. High quality freaking hats. I'm delighted to play with them and burn them up. And put my house in jeopardy here with all the heat pressing that I may or may not do. So that's going to be very exciting. Yeah, high quality. I had to throw the other ones. I had to send the other ones back because that crap was like, bro, are you kidding me, man? The other hats, it got this fucking foamy shit. This fucking foamy BS crap. Anybody that tries to sell you this crap, man. Like, when I got this, the strings of the seam was all over the stupid top of the hat, the lip. I was like, anybody in their right mind that tries to sells you that, dude. Look at that. I think I see one there. Like, it was worse. I took all this string off of here. I'm like, bro, what are you doing, man? You shouldn't have to be doing that. You shouldn't have to be doing that. It should already come with crap off of it. That's not cool. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, no, that's not cool. It's like, I'm not fucking praying away with that crap. What's up, Orion?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, he just took croak there. I mean, quality girl, I get it. There you go, man. It's like, that's not cool, man. That's not cool. Anybody that tries to sell you some trucker hat with foamy bullshit thing on there with their logo, man, this goes to show you they don't appreciate their people, bro. That's just how I feel. Like, I'm wearing my own shit and I'm learning firsthand how it should be placed and all this other crap, man. I mean, that's me, man. I mean, take it as you're worth, you know what I'm saying? If anybody else and it's like, you got a lot of these creators that like freaking go through secondhand and all this because it's easy and convenient. I feel like if you're going to do your own stuff, man, you do it your own. You know what I'm saying? If you're posting your own videos, make your own shit. But I guess it's just me, man. You got your own. Why is this light turning on? You know? You gotta stand behind the stuff that you saw, right? That's all I'm saying. Alright, let's get into this. Right now, we do have some stuff on X that we reposted, and we're going to get into that. And let me go into the sequence of images here, because it is, you got Dr. Phil doing his rounds, right? You got Lewis doing his rounds, reposting, trying to turn off his house that's on fire right now, because all questions. Oh, sorry about that. Bud Morgan G5P, what's going on, sub y'all? What's up? Chris Mott said hi. What is going on? How you doing today? What is the image? What is the image here? Oh, you got a little animal there, a little fluffy doggy. Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. Oh my goodness, I got emotional. My kitty cats, they're no longer here, but hey, man, that's what it's about. Speaking about kitty cats, I did image of my mom. My daughter wanted some. Oh, no worries, Joe. No worries. My daughter wanted emoji thing with doggies and kitties coming out of a spaceship. So she I did that for her, and she's walking around with her little hat, custom made hat with the little doggies and kitties in their little spaceship astronaut suits. So she's just super excited. She loves that. So I'm like, all right, you know, it's her thing, you know. She liked the kitties and doggies, so definitely gotta give her what she wants, right? You can't. If she doesn't like it, it's not worth it, right? That's what it's about. All right, so we're gonna start with reptilians again. So brace yourselves up right now. The reptilian thing has always gets me banned or strikes, and I should wait to do that at the end of the live, right? So I'm gonna jump on that topic towards the end of the live, so we don't get restricted right away, and we can get into some more files and stuff like that. And hopefully you guys are still able to share the broadcast, because when we get restricted and locked in, we're not going to be able to share the live stream or anything like that, and they will lock it for the rest of the stream. So let's just hold on to that towards the end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the reverse posting here, and we just go through segments here. Okay, so the first one's pretty damn interesting. So I'm gonna open this up, and we get on the ball here. with crazy new tech, right? So a rapid rotating magnetic field creating a stable bound state, letting repelling magnets orbit without touching. It's a striking example of how dynamic fields can produce an unexpected stability. This is pretty wild, man. Let me open this up so you guys can see this. All right, so that is basically the noise of it. So if you guys on Spotify or on the podcast, so really basically he has a it looks like a stud that goes in the middle, and he has basically have it in a high vibrational field, right? And because of the high vibrational field and the sound frequency along its surface, it was able to basically get this these two it looks like steel balls, to be honest with you, to basically flow alongside its magnetic or electrical wave frequency. It's almost the same thing as, you know how you get air going, water going through a water hose, and you get a ball, and you would put the ball in the middle of the water hose, and because the basically the water will go around the ball, it will stabilize the ball and keep it in a same systemic position. And the same thing does it with air traveling around the ball will keep the ball stabilized in one location. So it seems like it's sort of like what's happening with this, with the frequency hitting the ball and going around the ball, resulting in a stable anti-gravity field for these balls that are basically look like they're cheating gravity in essence. It looks pretty wild. It does look pretty wild. So the super magnetic that China and us have are going to be used for what? Hopefully some fun. But this is basically pretty wild. Anti-gravity. It does appear like anti-gravity, but that being said, this is literally a stud with a frequency that's hitting a certain pitch note that it does have it. Now you gotta remind yourself, for gravity to anti-gravity to happen, this has to do it for the craft itself. So this is just doing it for these two balls. So it does look like it's cheating gravity, but it's not necessarily that, right? So but that being said, if we go back to what is it called, the hell is it called? Is a type of beetle, a dung beetle. All right, so the dung beetle hits a certain harmonic frequency where it like will cut the air in front of it, and it will travel through it. So basically, this dung beetle that is cheating gravity in essence, because it like they say helicopters, like they beat the air. Well, because the dung beetle's stomach and form hits this certain frequency, the vibration cuts the air. So you see this dung beetle flying through 30-mile-per-hour winds, and almost seems like bumblebee. Yep, same thing with the bumblebee also. That almost seemingly seems like air's not affecting it at all, because it has this frequency that it's letting, when the hair hits it, it toward like breaks it away, breaks up as it gets close to the dung beetle. So in essence, that's what we're seeing here, right? That in essence, the frequency is encapsulating this, because it's going around encapsulating and going past the ball. So it's pretty wild look, to be honest with you guys. It is pretty wild look. It's definitely it does appear like that. But That being said, if we can do this on a ship, it'd be a loud ass ship too. You know what I'm saying? Uh, that's definitely pretty cool. Pretty cool look, and that's just to begin with it. Bobby Parrot, the files still didn't come out today. Yeah, the files didn't come out. I don't know how long you comment. Sorry about that for the delayed response. If you commented a while back. Yeah, it's definitely, the files haven't dropped. It's official. It hasn't dropped. Now, that being said, next week is the beginning of the month. So we might get a file drop after that, because they've been doing a like second week kind of thing of the month. So we might get that because July 10th was the second week of this month when a file dropped, and in June they did the same thing. So maybe the second week of next month. So what day does that land on? Let's see, guys. The 14th. So it might quite possibly be the second week of August, the 14th. So we're going to adjust some things around, and hopefully we can land on that day with an open schedule and get that ball rolling. I've been talking to a few people that's been guests on Coast to Coast, and it seems like I have got some messages, and I have talked to some people, so we might have some people coming across Saturdays as guests, which would be kind of cool. I'm not going to drop any names, so I just definitely want to see if it works out for sure, and it be on the schedule. So this heads up, and let's see how it plays out. That's how I keep it like that, right? I keep it like that, right? Just keep it. Hey, it's in the works, and let's see if it plays out. Sound doesn't need to be heard to create vibration. 100%. Think about dog whistle. Exactly. I believe it. That's it, Death. That's it. Is you gonna comment and leave, bro? Not gonna enjoy it. Yeah, but this is pretty cool. Yeah, super loud. So I figure I explain that, but that definitely really gnarly, dude. That is pretty cool. All right, thank you. All right, he's going in the comments here. Let's see what Professor Avi Loeb says here, and let me open this up.
David Grush's testimony. This consequential development directly targets the evidentiary problem that has run through past claims about alien technology which is withheld within the US government. David Grush's testimony, George Knapp's Lockheed material claims, and Lou Elizondo's account have all been limited by witnesses citing classification and NDA constraints as reasons they could not fully corroborate their claims. If genuinely implemented, this memo removes that specific excuse for the exact people whose corroboration has been missing. The UAP Science Advisory Council, under my leadership, will be delighted to analyze any new UAP data or materials that is revealed through this process. We plan to share our findings with the public because of what Aaron Lucas states on the logo of his X account. Americans deserve the truth. UAP disclosure is no longer optional. Our cosmic neighbors will not go away if we keep UAP knowledge secret. The fundamental question remains: is there any indisputable evidence for alien tech? We all deserve to know one way or another.
There you go, Avi Loeb with his official channel, and go over there. Make sure you guys subscribe. Keep posted with everything that he stated. So it's definitely pretty interesting. All right, so let's check it out. That with Avi Loeb coming into this field and speculating with his speculations, and having other people of authority coming in here and breaking stuff down for us and making sure he has backing from certain groups, I think we definitely have where we can get scientific backing. And I think the dogma and the speculation with the scientific community can definitely goes at. So if you guys are not following scientific advisory, UAPSAC.com is one of the locations, and they do have a news media outcast here where currently right now Avi Loeb has been posting his YouTube channel for information and across the field. So I don't know necessarily if this Science Advisory Council is going to start streamlining other creators and as far as people that have been doing study on the fields or updates as far as what's going on. But I do believe that currently right now, alongside with the Science Advisory Council, we're going to definitely get a mix of stuff until we get consistent information coming down scientifically, which I'm super interested. Someone has mentioned about I believe it was Italy that had a meeting in June 29th, and they want an update on that. So I haven't touched on that yet, but they haven't really broken any new ground, but they have retraced some scientific links to it. So I'm going to touch on that hopefully this week, and we get into it because no one else is touching any foreign UFO information, which is kind of weird to be that. What is going on? I've been on a few minutes, but I didn't want to interrupt. Hell yeah, what's going on, Pipeline Dreams? What's going on, brother? Let's see this. Get it, Pipeline, get it. That's what I'm talking about. Get it. Right, Chill? I mean, that's, yeah, it's the same thing, man. Hey, what's going on, Amanda? How you doing? Oh my god. Pipe's not. Hell no. Yeah, he's here. He's live. Pipeline Dream is here live. All right, he's here in the flesh. All right, so I seen this one right here. Right, what would your reaction be to see this on top of your house? All right, so it's an image and it looks like a creature on top of the roof here. And let's see what's this is going, because he. Okay, let me open this image up because I know a lot of you guys are on the vertical. And I did give you guys heads up. We are now live streaming on the horizontal and 1080 resolution. So if you guys are on your TV, it's gonna look delish. If you guys broadcast there, just food for thought. Alright, so we don't see anything on the roof right now.
Oh, damn.
Oh, you see that? Man, what is that? Did he throw his cat up there? This guy threw his cat up there? Poor cat is terrified. Oh yeah, this guy threw his cat up there. I'm such an asshole. I'm such an asshole.
Oh, damn.
Cat is pissed.
Holy shit. All right. Son of a bitch is one on the other side of the house.
What's going on, Blue Skies? How are you doing today, brother?
What the hell?
Why is he throwing stuff on his roof? What is that? A skeleton of something? That's weird. That is weird.
Where'd it go? What is that? What the? Have a look.
It's not another cage dwelling pooper. No, this one looks like to be honest with you, it looks like it's animal. Let's try to zoom into this. I won't be able to zoom in.
Oh, damn.
to this on the... I don't think I'll be able to. I was gonna... Oh man, I was gonna do something stupid and touch the screen and see if I can zoom in. And I don't have touchscreen. That would not work. That would not work.
Damn.
Yeah, definitely. Or a little
Damn.
doggy.
Damn. Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
Little guy's up there. He's probably highly upset. It's like, you leaving me up here, man. The totally disrespect. See how that looks if we play it.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, a little night dweller. That could be anything, man. I think it's a cat. But his eyes are a little bit more separated. Could be a dog. Because he does have access to the roof here. You can see like later footage.
What the?
The window over here.
What the hell?
So he not necessarily has to tell anybody up there.
Where'd it go?
He just open the window
What
and
is
let
that?
his cat off the roof. So, you know the dude's not going to jump off of there, right? Could it be a cave pooper? It could be. It could be. It could possibly be. We did cover that cave pooper extensively yesterday. What? Coming back. Poor cave pooper. So... All right, so we got Stephen Greer here, Dr. Phil. There are better... Yeah, it's Dr. Phil. I said Stephen Greer, didn't I? Dr. Phil. There are better UFO videos than we've seen shown. Dr. Phil says the public hasn't been given genuine transparency on UFOs. Okay, so now he's going on the narrative. It's like, come on, guys, we know it's not, information out there. I mean, look
has to be put in.
Look at all the blanks on the screen. Okay? Okay? So you know I'm your friend. We need results. Okay? No. I want money. Okay? So.
In context.
Let's see what he does. Let's see what he says.
Disclosure is one thing. And I frankly am not at all convinced that we have transparency here. There's disclosure and there's disclosure.
Mm-hmm.
We have grainy videos of some things that we're not certainly clear as to what are. There are much better videos than what are being released. There's much more information than what's being released, but it has to have some context. Just the phenomenon that is being seen has to be put in context. You look at it, and I am convinced that we do have on camera and on reliable radar, as well as trained pilots and observers, have seen things that...
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Amanda is bombarding the comments with every video that we post. Is that the cave pooper? If you guys weren't here yesterday, there was a video that went viral, and basically a lady comes into a cave system, and it looked like a creature, and it looked like a person that was naked, and he stood up in the middle, and he looked back at at the camera person, and it looked like a bald dude in a cave that was naked taking a poop. And now the cave dweller guy has followed us into the comments, and now it's haunting every view that we discussed. So if you guys weren't a part of that, that's the insider joke. Is that the cave dweller? Referring to Dr. Phil. So if it comes up a few more times, you guys know where it's coming from now. You guys understand? Cave pooper dweller, naked cave pooper dweller is a thing of it has its own nature.
are not explainable with our technology. So these things, I think I don't know how to explain them, and we certainly don't have the technology to move at the speed that some of these are moving and turning in the radical maneuvers they're making. And there's more information about that than is being disclosed. People are asking me what I believe about this, and I believe that we need more context, is what I believe. And I think if they're serious about this, and I know President Trump is serious about this, they have to be willing to say, if this is going to be visited on people and it can change viewpoints on human exceptionalism, it can change viewpoints on religious beliefs and hierarchy, and it can cause people to wonder what are the intentions if in fact there is.
All right, guys. So you guys are aware of this, that if you guys are not aware of this, the Roman Catholic Church, okay, the Orthodox, all those people, they already came out and said that they believe in extraterrestrial life, and if aliens ever show up, that literally they would try to baptize them. Now, as you know, the religious aspect and the history of the diocese, they may try to baptize these aliens against their will. I'm joking. But you know the history of the church. That was a fucking joke. Okay? But they are lying. 100% they are lying. 100% they're lying. Yeah, okay, so should make a shirt saying cave pooper fan. 100%. You got me sweating here, man. I'm trying to keep straight. No, 100%. Gay. They're fallen angels or Nephilim. Nephilim. Okay, I know what you're saying. It's just I don't think it's spelled like that. Religious belief will cause chaos. No, I don't think so, man. I think they have a system of basically they have always believed in NHI, non-human intelligence. So I think they do have a structure of belief that would bring them into this thing. I mean, every day they have say, oh no, they're angels, they're demons. So they do have a structure of belief system there. Now, how deep of the rabbit hole of system of belief they want to do, because even the Muslims have stated the same thing, right? That they're jinn, they're all jinn, you know. So I think if we placate to that and see how far that goes, I think the biggest people are going to have is individuals that have never put this in their mind frame, right? Well, who we call the normies, or the individuals that have systematically fought against the reality of certain realities, like ghosts, other phenomenons that are quite frankly strange, right? So I think that's just part of it. They will groom them first. Was it the fallen angels had babies? Like the cave dwellers, the naked cave dweller that we've seen. I am just a humble man. Demonic beings, all of them. That's not even biblically sound. That's just not. Amanda, if any angel looks like the Bible accurate angel look, people would poop their pants. Speaking about that, if you guys have heard about the recent reinterpretation of the Bible, basically all the segments of when an angel shows up, it says, what is it, kid? Do not be afraid, has been retranslated. Stop screaming. stop screaming. So when they show up, you're like, ah! It's like, stop screaming. Stop screaming. So it's hilarious interpretation. People have lost their mind with that Dr. Phil.
Is non-human intelligence, etc., that we need to be prepared to help people think through that and accommodate to that in their value system. And maybe you know of, but I don't know of anyone that has been through any particular training protocols to deal with those sort of answers, providing that kind of support or help. And so I think there's a lot of work that needs to be done to get ready to do the work that needs to be done. And that takes time, and it takes money, and it takes a distribution system.
These folks are always with the money thing, right? Always with the money thing. It's like, gonna need money. Okay. We need money. Okay. Like, is serious. He's already working in his book. Here's 5. That's a red flag right there. We need money. Okay. I got a 10-step program. Okay. It's in my book. Please buy. We need money. Like this
communication and education, and
a whole education system. Oh.
It's a monumental task to get ready to do.
Monumental means millions and millions of dollars. And he licks his lips. Ugh. It's a monumental task. Yeah.
Do what needs to be done. And even if it's a small percentage of a big number, that's a lot of people.
You see? The small percentage of a big number. That's what it is. And he smiles. You see it?
Disclosure has been, a slow process. And I know people complain that, the data is not clear, the videos are not, easy to understand. But in some ways, I think that might not be the worst thing. I think right now it's going to be a continuous process, a rolling process. I think right now we do have a window of opportunity here to actually start the preparation process. As you said, there's so much that needs to be done. Even if we were to mobilize, what existing mental health resources are out there, those people don't actually know how to respond to these types of issues in terms of, how people process the UAP.
I want you to look at this guy. Look at this, man. I think Amanda is right. We do have her cave dweller right here. Look at that. What is going on with him, man? You would think you have enough makeup to cover up whatever he has,
or all that sort of particular different things that can come up as they're trying to understand this. There's what we call a clinical response gap, which there's been research done that shows that most mental health professionals don't feel comfortable addressing these issues, and so we really need to get them ready. So there is a window of opportunity here, but it's one that we really need to take advantage of, because otherwise it will be too late. Right now, we can avoid some harm, right?
I want you guys to look at this. Okay. Take advantage, opportunity. Yeah, there's opportunity. Absolutely. Opportunity for them to make money. All right, so also what I noticed is we go slightly to the right here. If you guys ever worked in the film industry, this is a fucking boom mic. It's not one of these. Hold on, guys. I can't open this up. It's a fucking boom mic. It's a fucking boom mic. Holy shit. She making herself sound good, bro. It was right there. Make sure the fucking... She didn't even put it on there. She got it off the factory floor. She got it off the factory floor, guys. That's dust. So you guys know, nothing special, okay? She's not playing around. She's making sure those vocals are heard, man. These folks, bro. I bet you this boom mic is battery powered. I bet you hers is like fucking the real stuff. Mine's a cheapo boom mic. Man, I tell you what, mental health will be used to put people in asylums, possibly. Yeah, you're right. I 100% agree. 100% agree.
And I think that
Especially the individuals that have contacted CE5 and continue to contact extraterrestrials and has systematically done that, which they didn't want you to do. They don't want you to contact them yourselves. They don't want you to have the freedom to contact these extraterrestrials themselves. Food for thought.
that's what we would all want to do, and that's the right thing to do. But it does require action.
What do you think are the most important next steps?
So I think there are a few things, right, that are very, very important. So number one, there's a UAP Act in Congress that just went through the House that has a review board. It does not currently have a psychologist on board. I think that's one thing. I think that review board needs to be expanded to include, definitely psychologists, but also, perhaps some other disciplines that are going to be an integral part of, the preparedness plan. I think that, the professional organizations really need to start talking about this from the top down. I think that the government needs to recognize the need for preparation and really start to organize around that, right? There are many things, as you said, that need to happen. The good news is that there are many existing systems, right? We don't have to start from scratch. We just need to, start the plan and start talking.
Is it just me, or does he look? I won't follow Dr. Phil every day, so I mean, but he doesn't look right in this video. Central casting at its best. 100% agree. He doesn't look right in this video. He does look kind of strange.
Talking about, what are the things that we need to do? There are some things like building training programs and that type of thing that, maybe we do need to do, but the vast majority of emergency management, can be utilized here, but it really does need to be activated, right? Like somebody up top needs to say, we need to do this.
And he smiles there. Yeah, with her boom mic. Pretty sure boom mics are not supposed to be in the camera. I swear, man. I don't know what you guys think, man, but I think at the end of the day, man, it's all that narrative is feeding into agenda, what they want people involved and what their spin on it is. Because Lord knows they can't have anybody without a profession on that information, right? Or having perspectives. They want their PhDs and their doctoral degrees that haven't paid the bills, and they're working at McDonald's to have a position of authority to placate to us what we're seeing in the sky. That's not what you're seeing, guys. This is what you're seeing. It's the same ordeal over and over again. It's just one of those situations, man. His face, for me, something's wrong. Maybe bad plastic surgery. It could be. I don't know. He looks different. I don't know what's going on. Either he has the pooping virus. I don't know. He doesn't look healthy. It might be Adam Ray. Oh, Adam Ray with the makeup thing, the mask thing that he did with Jim Carrey. Yes, that would be hilarious. All right, so we're getting some deep waters here, guys. This is Whitley Strieber. He has been saying some things that are not very easily digestible. So this, guys, just brace yourself, because he may say something here that may not be very very delightful. So just brace yourself for what he's going to say here, okay?
Suddenly I hear I'll set the scene.
I got internet. Is the Wi-Fi?
Took me out.
Let me see here. I got internet. Okay. All right, let's go into it.
The cabin that we lived in had a bedroom with windows that opened over a deck and then over a shale gravel driveway. At the end of the driveway, there was a big gate, which we kept locked at night, of course. And the place was very isolated. You couldn't find it. This is before the internet, so finding it would have been a major thing to do. So I'm lying in bed. It's a summer and a May night. Windows are open. Suddenly, I hear the crunching of gravel in the driveway. The sound clearly of a car rolling into the driveway. And this is really deeply concerning because there are no lights. It's 11 o'clock at night. The gate's locked, and there's still a car there. So I'm immediately frightened. At this point, I have these things: an alarm system, which is armed, a bank of floodlights that can be turned on beside the bed by simply flipping it.
I don't know if you guys know, but the situations where people get abducted and they're like taken, and like that sequence of events is horrifying, right? And unexpected. So I'll just give you guys heads up that that is kind of scary. Shadowski. Hey man, thanks for the hat thing, man. I appreciate it, bro. Yeah, I'm working on a few things. That one, I thought about it, and I was like, man, that would be fucking kick-ass. That would be kick-ass. I'm working on having the whole interior of the hat, like UFO blueprints of a UFO craft. This one is like one of my first editions. And definitely have it where it's like totally different. So I'm still working on stuff. It's definitely gonna be one of a kind. No one's ever gonna be seen it before, dude. But like I said, it's definitely gonna be really unique. So we're working on it. I say I'm the only one working on it, but it's an ongoing process.
A switch, and the entire area is flooded with light. A Benelli riot gun under the bed, loaded with slugs, a very lethal weapon if you know what you're doing, how to shoot it, which I did. And then a little pistol in the drawer beside the bed. So it's not like I'm not prepared for anything. But what I see when I hear this, I hear the crunching of gravel in the driveway. I immediately sit up. I'm totally aware of this. I hear a male voice in the backyard say, "Condition red," and I immediately start to go for the lights. No, excuse me. When I heard the crunching of gravel, I start to go for the lights. When I moved, I hear condition red. Then I shift, and I'm starting to go for the shotgun. I see at that moment two people standing at the foot of the bed. I have not seen them come in. They're already on top of me.
Oh my God.
They come in. The next thing I know, for no shotgun, no nothing, I am lying on my right side facing my wife. They're pushing down on the left side of my head. The woman's voice is speaking very gently, and the next thing, after a couple of seconds, they turn, they start to leave. I immediately try to jump up and follow them. They get out of the house. There's a flash of light, and the sound of what sounds like people crashing through the woods. And I jump up, I grab the pistol, I run out of I note that the LED on the alarm system is still red. It's not been tripped. So I run through the whole house looking for a point of entry. There is no point of entry. It is now completely silent. There's nothing outside. I turn on all the floodlights. There's nothing going on. And I'm left to think, what the hell? Did that happen or not? You know, it was just so confusing and so quick. Then, the next morning, I tell Ann about it, and she says, well, you think it was a lucid dream? And I said, I have no idea. But the alarm system's still on. So I go down to get the paper. Where we lived, you had to drive to get the paper. You couldn't get it delivered. So I drive out every morning to get the paper. This is before the internet, so you're going to get the paper. And I go into the garage, and the alarm system is still armed. Garage door is wide open, and it is not alarming. So I call the alarm guy, and he comes over, and he says, there's a huge magnetic field there. I have no idea how to explain it. It's got nothing to do with my switches. And that's what's keeping the garage door from tripping the alarm.
What?
And then I realized it happened. And it was something very strange. You know Richard Dolan's work?
Of course.
Richard Dolan talks about a breakaway civilization. I think I'm looking at a breakaway civilization's actions on that night.
When you say breakaway civilizations, or do you mean like a breakaway government entity?
I don't think it's a government entity. I think without going into detail, at one point in my life, I was helping some people in the elected.
Bro, this makes a lot of sense to me. Makes a lot of sense to me. And here's the reason why. A few months ago, in March, I went to bed, right? And I knew I was only gonna have about like 3 hours sleep. And so I went to bed after my live and all, and I'm in bed and I'm dead ass asleep. And in the middle of me sleeping, I wake up because I'm hearing people talking in the garage. I'm hearing voices. I'm hearing them loud conversating. Two people. So I'm like, there's someone in the fucking house. I get up and I run to the garage. And as I open the door, it's this guy there. Is a fucking guy in a weather suit, okay? Like, he had gloves. The gloves were like this, right? And the reason why I remember the gloves so rare, because when I opened the door and hit him in the face, it hits him in the face, and he goes up like this, and his fucking hand, you can see his hand, and it looks like weather glove, right? And I'm like, you mother... And I start swinging, right? And I swing, and I black out. And as I black out, the left side of my whole... Like my whole side is fucking... When I black out, I wake up, and I'm in bed, and the left side of my whole body is like tingling. And I'm like... And I like lunge. And I'm like, what the fuck's that? And I stop. I'm like, I'm in bed. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? And then I still hear fucking people in the garage. And I get up out of bed. And I run to the garage again. And I open the door. And but I still hear them, and I open the door again, and no one's in the fucking garage. I'm looking for someone in the garage, and I'm hearing the people are outside. So I go for the outside because the garage has a door into the backyard. So I go running towards there and I open the door and I don't fucking see anybody there. And the door goes right into the kitchen. So I'm like, if someone's in the garage, they're going to get inside the house. And I'm looking and there's no voices and nothing, right? And as I walk towards back to the bed, I fucking hear the voices conversating again. And I'm hearing them in my ear, like I'm hearing them. And I'm like, what the hell is that about? So I couldn't go to sleep. I was trying to wake up, and suddenly I felt this like feeling like it's okay. It's okay. You can go to bed. It's okay. And I'm like, fuck that. I'm going to check the rooms. So I checked my daughter's room, and I'm looking, and my daughter's fine, and she's in her room. And I'll check my son's room, and he's fine. He's snoring up a storm. And my wife hasn't got home yet. My wife works night shift, so she's not home yet. So I'm like, okay, everyone's in the house. Everyone's safe. Checked all the doors. And I left the bedroom door open, but I lay down and I'm hearing people talk in my ear. I'm hearing people talk in my ear. And I'm just like they forgot to turn off the fucking mic because they're talking to each other. 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 And then I was out. And I wake up that morning and I couldn't get it off my head because I'm like, these guys are military. So I'm looking. I can't find the military suit. And then I found it. And it's a winter suit. And it was only in the last 5 years that they had that suit, that actual outfit on, and it fits the glove thing they had, and it was 1947, right? 1947 to 1952 is when they had that suit. And it was only a limited time, and they used it only during winter times. And the Navy shit outfit had that same thing, and they still had the same color variation as what I seen in the suit. Why would someone be wearing a 1947 fucking winter suit in fucking Florida? In Florida. That makes no sense. And it was the whole military outfit, the fucking shield mask with the whole shebang. It was identical. I've never seen this thing before. I've never seen this outfit before. Nothing. I've never seen that before. This makes me think about this whatever. Like, they have called on to certain people, and they're. Why would they visit? Why would they do that? I don't know. But the person that I hit, I'm thinking to myself, how tall was he standing? He had to have been 5'6", 5'5". He wasn't very tall. And it's just like, it makes me think about that when he was talking about this incident. Like, so it's definitely very strange. Let me get the comments here. Let's see. Guy, I think you need to see a doctor. Okay, all right, man. The travel alien, interesting. Weird as hell. Laugh out loud. I know, right, Tabs? That is strange. Let me do this. Boom. See if I can get a list here. Hopefully we can. Yeah, it's definitely one of those things, man. It's definitely strange, dude. I have seen weirder stuff than that, but that definitely has one of the weirdest incidents. Yeah, I believe it happened, because why would the half of my body be tingling, man? It was the weirdest crap. The side that I was swinging at. Like they zapped me with something or something, dude. Like I just can't get it out of my head. What was that about? It's definitely one of those weirder incidents that I have seen, and it's definitely one of those things that's like, why, dude? Why? And then the outfit is so obscure. The suit, the outfit is so weird. It's so off base. It makes no sense at all. It just makes no sense. Voice to skull. Can I stun people with their gloves? Maybe. U.S. military has this technology. 100%, dude. I believe it. I believe it. But no military was using that outfit nowadays. You know what I'm saying? It's something old.
Disclosure.
It's like these. It's like these men in black would like show up with these old Ford cars. It's like a step out of space and time. It makes no sense, right? Like yeah, you're right. Like the men in black. It's like they're driving with these old cars, and it's like gives that segment of Jill says time traveler. It could be, man, but they're just out of space and time, unassociated with our environment or something. Or
I'll set the scene.
Very strange. The Vatican forbid document the real video of ancient machines from traveling through dimensions, and it was secret hidden. So this is just literally a video that they have here. And it looks like supposed footage. I don't know how true that is, but that definitely has that vibe. AI, you can do anything now. You can do anything now with AI. Make anything appear like the way it does. Oh, Alaskan hunter captures a UFO playing peekaboo between two trees. And he's like 1,000% real. Something about the frequent that brother bothers me. Frequency? Yeah. Definitely a trip. Let's play this. Yeah, I'm not gonna play the audio on that. This guy seen that? Goes down, slow down the footage here. See if it replays it slower. No, it doesn't. See if we can get it again. And it's coming. And hopefully we can. Does look like a typical orb UFO. Definitely gives that appearance. A raccoon. Yar, mateys, greeting earthlings. Cool. Humble man. Time does not exist. Literally. I love the I all know it. I know it all. Your story reminds me of the scene in Back to the Future when McFly wearing the radiation suit to scare his father. Oh yes, definitely didn't look like that suit. But damn it, man, what could that? Someone keeps saying time travelers. It could be that, right? The snuff you off the trail. Like, put this weird shit on, dude. Make yourself look like a weird, like a something that when someone describes you, they're not gonna believe the story. Who the hell is going to fucking probe me from the future? Who's that delightful that's going to come back and be like, all right, we're probing this fat guy right here. Those cheeks look magnificent. Like, come on, man. I don't know. But, I mean, that could be it, man. It could be it. Wear some weird shit, put them out, put it on, and when someone try to re-explain that story, they're going to be like, yeah, he has this weird gorilla suit from the 1940s. It makes no sense. It's like, it just takes you off it snuffs you off the track. Most definitely. Yeah. Like, I don't think my cheeks are that delightful for them to come back from the future to snub me out. It makes, well, I mean, if they have a beauty obsession, who knows, man? Who knows what kind of weird crap they do in the future? Who knows, man? Never know, right? Amanda's dying here. Speaking about that, I wanted to get it, but it was a video of a guy driving Magnolia. I'm messing that up. Basically, the Back to the Future car on the street with all the lights, all the freaking bells and whistles. That crap looked wild, bro. Had the lighting and all. They could be holy cheeks that saved the apocalypse. Dude, Amanda, you just remind me of a stand-up comedy guy that okay, so the stand-up comedy guy is a short guy. I can't remember. He looks like a gremlin on stage. He's really funny, right? He does these weird thing, and he describes that. He was like, he describes that he was like, it was a guy, morbidly obese guy. He's standing in the line, and he was like, he's there, and he turns the aisleway, right? And as he turns the aisleway, he sees this guy in sweatpants, right? It looks like he just robbed a bed, really, really fat. And he's like, as he turns and looks, the guy in the line is asking for, is like, I want 2 pounds of turkey, right? And he's like, when he's seen that, and he turns, he could not stop himself from hysterically laughing, because this huge guy is like, I want 2 pounds of turkey. And he's like, at that moment, he's laughing hysterically, because he's like, what? That's so weird, right? And he's like, what if that was our great, that was the guy that was supposed to save time, right? That after that moment, that was the order that he did, that he was going to go into a full high protein diet and become this muscle bound future savior. He went into this weird fucking warped scenario, and it's like, and I ruined it because I was laughing hysterically, and I prevented our future savior. You know, it's like, dude, it just goes into these weird story things, man. It's so weird. You know what I'm saying? So hilarious, man. Welcome by, Dave. What's going on, brother? What's going on? So this is definitely pretty cool. Let's do this. Boom. So what? This looks like that person again, doesn't it? From the back. Got the feet. The floating. How many times have this person thing showed up? Audio? No audio. Now from this position, you can't really make it out. What the hell is this thing? I don't know what that is. That could be balloons. I don't know. That's, someone just said, is like, that could be blow up doll that they filled up with helium. That's next level. Yeah, could be. Just if we can let them float around, let that be all over the news. Let that be all over the news. Alright, so let's touch on this and hopefully I don't get banned. Alright, so this is basically Romanian tells you that the Alpha Draconians are here now. There are 1,833 of that and have been living underground between 100 to 200 miles beneath the surface. They've been here, and some of them have been here a long time. So you guys know, this is a... I know, right? Looks man-made, 100%. The balloon thing looks... It definitely looks man-made. Could be, there you go. Alright, so let's see how he comes across here.
Bull! You know, Andromedans tell you that the Alpha Draconians are here now. Where? There are 1,833 of them that have been living underground between 100 and 200 miles beneath the surface. They've been here, some of them have been here a long, long time. They have lifespans that are thousands of years. They're carnivorous. They are not friendly to mankind. At least the ones that are here. Are you saying carnivorous, they eat humans? Yes. And they need to be, they won't eat a dead human. It has to be alive at the time of the killing. They're
We love the TikTok shop. It's awesome. The TikTok shop is amazing. So you guys know all this is TikTok-y. Love it. If you guys have an opportunity to go to the TikTok shop and buy what you need for the TikTok shop, because we love the TikTok shop. This is all entertainment purposes. Anything that is said here is only pure speculation and is only entertainment purposes. Anything you hear or found it here is not true at all. At all. Hopefully that might help. That might help, guys. That might help. You know, all we do is speculate on crazy ass conspiracy theories. That's what we do here, you know. We love the TikTok shop. Hey, Chips, what's going on, brother? I was getting worried about you, man, with the job situation.
UFO Chips has arrived.
UFO chips, delicious.
If you guys ever have the opportunity, go to Chip's YouTube channel. Get out there, listen to some reggae music. Definitely very relaxing, man. You got to get out there and do that, and just enjoy your life, you know. Oh wait, there's a body. That's disturbing. Yes, 100% agree, Amanda. It's very disturbing. Like we say, we love the TikTok shop. Hey, thank you for the heart. I appreciate that.
Thank you for your heart.
Yeah, Chip's channel, man, is definitely weird stuff on the TikTok he has. It's really, really different. I'll tell you what, man. That stuff he puts on there is wild.
References children, you know, and we've been told you shouldn't talk about that. You know, there other people say, well, you better not talk about the reptilians. Well, you know, bull. You know, why not? According to the Andromedans, they're responsible for 31,712 children disappearing.
Yeah, and one of the things is if you guys know, there's been reported about 70% increase in the last 10 years of missing people. That's been reported. And that could be a result of war, famine, people traveling and being lost. That's worldwide, 70% increase, which, you know, I think we only been tracking missing people reports for the last 100 years. So it's a fairly new phenomenon, so you guys understand. So that being said,
last 25 years from the United States, these children were food. And I'm supposed to just shut up and not say anything about it because people don't want to hear it? That's tough. That's tough. You know, Westchester County, in the last 5 years, 3,000 children in Westchester County, New York, have that.
That's wild, man. That is some wild information. And look, and let you guys know, just make sure that, you know, you guys keep track of your kids. keep aware and make sure the environment where you guys are is a safe area. You know, there's precautionary measures that everybody needs to take.
Vanished without a trace. Where are they going? Why are we allowing this to happen? And why should people stay in denial about it?
Now, how are they able to do this? How are they able to? How are they able to? How are they able to do it? How are they able to come up out of this from underground? And
Speaking about that, when we asked Jason Sands, if you don't know who Jason Sands is, he was interviewed on Joe Rogan, and alongside his friend that was also interviewed on Joe Rogan Live. He did state that a lot of military installations and people that have discussed about this matter have said that they were told never talk about that type of species, right? They'll never talk about them. And they may be because this is pure speculation, I don't know any information at all, that we might currently have contracts with these people, these individuals, and we might be in current contracts that is resulting in this kind of scenario. I don't know. And that being said, Jon Stewart also mentioned that his intel has stated to him that we only want you to talk about the gray aliens. Only the gray aliens. No other species. And he said that on an interview recently. I believe it was Area 52 YouTube channel. If you guys have an opportunity to go out there, he has great content, of course. You guys probably already know about him. And it's just the same scenario, right? It's like they're keeping the focus on only certain species, only certain creatures out there that they want you to keep that narrative, because if it opens up too much about these kind of weird stuff, a horrendous segment, it might lead to I don't know, infringement of humanity. I don't know. I mean, of course, that's only speculation, and this is only theories, and no evidence. There's no evidence for what I'm saying right now. Absolutely not. Only subjected viewpoints that I have. You know, what is it called? David Instigator. The show Resident Alien convinced me aliens are real. I hear you. And I think it's definitely one of those segments of disturbing, and it's very touchy subject, because how much are they controlled with the narrative? You know? So that being said,
do it, or do they have?
There are tunneling systems everywhere. They're being helped by the Greys, and also there are groups within the higher echelon that are actually helping them acquire this.
So human beings are abducting the kids and giving them to the Greys, who in turn give them to the Alpha Draconans?
That's right.
So it sort of makes sense with what you guys are saying. Basically, a lot of these, what is it called? TR3B, and a lot of eyewitness reports of human beings flying extraterrestrial craft could be pure hallucination. We don't know, but the eyewitness reports of people whistleblowers have coming forward and saying that why are UFOs being driven by these people that look like humans? That's strange. Even in Daniel the report of USOs, there's a little Italian guy that comes off the ship, UFO, that seemingly looks like he's doing repairs on the ship, on his UFO, with 3 other guys, short little Italian guys, and one turns around and decides to wave at the people on the ship. Very strange. almost seems like, what is it called? A runaway society that has high technology and has certain agreements with other sectors of society that we are not privy to. Only for pure speculation. I have no idea. What I'm saying has no evidence at all.
That's part of the deal. They won't come up as long as we feed them down there. You understand? It's about human beings selling themselves out. The echelon attitude here, the needs of the few outweigh the needs of humanity. And sorry, that just isn't right.
That being said, he just said something pretty wild, right? Like, maybe the agreement is to keep these guys in bay. Because if you're not, a war with something that we don't have fucking technology to defend against. Maybe are we buying ourselves time? I don't know. Maybe we are buying ourselves time to get our crap together, to get our technology up to par. Is there even enough time in the world to ever catch up with a civilization that's way advanced than us? I don't think so. I don't think we will probably ever catch up to something or society that's 1,000 years more advanced than us. Not placating to the reality of the be servitude to these creatures, but I mean the reality is like, where do we land? You know, and that's pure speculation on my part. I have no idea.
You know, but it's going to have to be humanity that's going to rise up and take the stand. You're just going to have to turn off your televisions. They're going to have to get in their car. They're going to have to fire everybody in Washington, D.C. that knows.
Yeah, so I think we just got a violation. I knew that was coming. So that's why we do this towards the end here, so it's not a full mess up. So we are definitely, it's Dr. Phil's fault. What's that right there? Dr. Phil might be able to answer why people are getting eaten, since he probably is the one doing it. Hey, hi, sweet bombshell bling. I am happy you joined us today. I had such strange thing happen today. Have you really? I've been working on your intro, and let's see here. Here we go. Let's do this. There you go. Yeah. That's what's up. They don't like to talk about lizards and people disappearing for food. That's crazy. Yeah, 17. 100%. Yeah, that's cool. I hope you liked it. It's a whole song there if you want me to share it to you. I hope you like it. Yeah. Yeah, I was battling with the AI. Like, come on! You know? But the music part comes easy. The music part, the AI was like, yeah, we're gonna make this hot. And I put a little crunk in there, and I'm just like, get it going. I like the music. Amanda even likes it. It's like, whoa, that's gangsta. That's all gangsta. Amanda didn't say that. I said that. You know? Where are the updates on the aliens? What's going on, Zerico? What's going on? How are you doing today? We've been going through it, man. We've been going through it. We actually got notification of, you can shut your mouth, UFO investigator. You know, we got a lot of those going on. Alright, so this is pretty wild here. So this one is bizarre phenomena in Spain looks at the shadow projection on the street. So let's see what's going on here with this guy. Alright, so it does. Let me open this up as much as I possibly can on the vertical feed. Stupid music. That's pretty wild, right? Yeah, I wonder what's up with that. Of course, that segment is strange. Hold on, we got comments here. We got comments. Repost. I just can't anymore after those black op helicopters flying inch over my roof twice today. Oh, that's weird. That is weird. I hope you're okay though. That is weird. Right there. Yeah, that is weird, man. That is weird. Got another one here.
Sky. Watch.
Alright, so let's see where this is from. This is by Mexico. A spaceship that definitely a spaceship, dude. They look like seagulls. No, that Mexico disagreements. Look up.
Es un avión, porque está altísimo. Y son los aviones, mira cómo va. Entre las nubes.
Ahí va.
Mira, míralo. Míralo lo que va allá arriba. Mira lo que va arriba, mira.
Ah, sí, no mames.
Viste la goma, David, mira esto.
No, esos son
Eso, mira.
pájaros.
Qué pájaro, ni que la chingada, ¿no ves? Mira.
Ahí hay tres, sí es cierto, no mames.
Una nave, Miranda.
No mames.
Mira, ahí va.
No mames, güey.
Pero es una nave.
Vaya la nave esa, mírala.
Por Dios santo, mira.
Mírala. Ahí va a pasar.
Esa es una nave, esa sí es una nave, güey.
That's definitely a spaceship. That's definitely a spaceship.
Allá caminando, sí.
Allá. Es que avión.
No, ese no es avión.
Es una nave.
Es una nave.
That's definitely a spaceship.
Mira, ahí va.
No mames, güey.
No mama's way is like no fucking way. That's what that is. That looks like a spaceship. It definitely looks like a triangular craft there. Definitely a triangular craft.
Por Dios santo, mira.
Mírala. Ahí va a pasar.
Esa es una nave, esa sí es una nave, güey.
Se parecen que si fueran gaviotas.
Zerquek, what different spaceships are there? Are they friendly? There's a mix. There's a mix. I don't know if you can see the screen. Hopefully you can see the screen. So there's a mix. You can definitely see there's a crap load of different spaceships that is lighting our skies. Whole bunch of different types of ships. You can see there's a lot of them. A lot of different shapes. There's a lot of different shapes. Lots of different shapes. Even one that looks like a butt plug. Is it that one? Yeah, that one right there looks like a floating butt plug. Be careful out there, guys. Be careful out there. Yeah, I know I'm weird. Stop saying it. Stop saying it so fast. Stop spamming. Look at that. That one vibrates. I know that one vibrates. So. Yeah. I know, right? You like that? Yeah. So yeah, this there's different. It's just like, you know, good guys and bad guys. Good guys and bad guys, right? Oh, you like the hat? I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. I'm working on a few things. It's like you guys seen this one. The little alien dudes in the crash saucer thing. I'm working on just getting images that pop. My daughter one that I had that has it's pretty cool too. She has, I wonder if I got it still on here because I've been deleting and removing different stuff on here. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. Stop spamming alien. Fuck my life, right? Yeah, definitely. What happened? The camera got lost. It fell over because I moved it. All right. So this one in Spain Mexico. That was pretty wild. I want to see if I can't connect to my cell phone where I'm doing this. There we go. And now all. Alright, so let's see what else has been posted on X, and then we're going to go to the Reddit forum here. So I think I got to do that first. And then the aliens, goats. What about the Vatican? Question mark. What's the Vatican? It looked like you copy and paste. So the Vatican, basically they have talked about the Vatican just having a lot of information about extraterrestrial life. The Vatican has come out in the past 10 years and stated if I'll be honest with you, the last 2 months, right? They have stated that discovery of extraterrestrial life would not affect their religion and their belief. Because in the creation of development of life, there's always been non-human intelligence, so it won't affect their religion or their belief system. So that's basically the Vatican, right? They have discussed about this quite a bit in their where are my stupid pictures? So, of course. Yeah, so that's literally what has been. Okay, here it is. Boom. So if I go over here. So yeah, they've been stating that it's like it wouldn't mess up their belief because they already believe in basically creatures that already exist that are basically non-human extraterrestrial life. So it's not going to hurt them or affect them at all. So there's my daughter's hat. I look like I paused there. I get a notification. So that's my daughter's hat right there. She wanted. So that's pretty cool, right? Got the little doggies and the spaceship in the back, the pink spaceship. So I made that for her today. So she liked it. She was like, I wanted, like I had the doggies like in Men in Black suits, and she didn't like that. She was like, no, I want those doggies. You're right? She liked it. Alright, so alien attack goat. No, this doesn't look like an alien. But doesn't...
footage has left most viewers absolutely dumbfounded. It was taken on a rural farm somewhere in South America. Take a look as something strange happens to a goat.
It's like a hairy sea creature. Look at that. Right at the bottom there. It's holding on, whatever it is. Whatever that sea monkey or whatever it looks like. It looks strange. Appreciate it, sweetie. Sweetie bombshell. Yeah, it's definitely weird, man. I'd probably what is
People
it?
in Mexico were shocked when this strange object.
The voice, man, the AI voice, magnificent. Oh, look, a moving poop. This isn't science fiction anymore. The Chinese universe of Hong Kong research development a magnet slime robot that can be remotely controlled to move, squeeze through tight spaces, and even grasp objects. A potential application remove object essential. Oh, don't worry, sweetie bombshell. You're good. You're good. Yeah, that is interesting, right? It's grabbing a battery. That is interesting, right? All right, so let's go back. Let's see what it says here in the Science Journal. So if one of these things produced by Emily Bates, based on a report by Alex Wilkins, Image University of Hong Kong, journalist reference, advanced functional material. All right, so if this thing shows up somewhere else, we know where it came from. It escaped from a freaking lab from Hong Kong. So we know where this thing came from. Because at this point, it seems like no one can keep their experiment inside the lab. You know? It doesn't seem like they can keep their experiment hidden in the lab at all.
Thank you for your heart.
This is why. This is why we have the movie The Blob. I agree with you, Amanda, 110%. 110%. I can't argue against that. I mean, it comes from somewhere, man. Someone was studying this crap. 110%, man. Aerospace engineer H. David Frong Jr. on UFO channel. All right, let's see what he says here. There's only
reason why things such as UFO, we do tend to be more skeptical, and we like to see well-documented proof, and we like to see the thing repeatable time after time after time. And that's probably one reason why things such as UFO and psychic phenomena are still not popular in scientific and engineering circles, because it's not something we've been able to really get our hand on, explain with readily conventional theories. Every day we either take in thoughts or shut them out with our mentality. Even though all of us aren't channels as a performance or a service, I think whether we want to or not, every one of us is a channel. In fact, I know of at least one or possibly two scientists and engineers who actually use channeling to get technical information to help them in their projects. We do tend.
Yeah, buddy. That's basically it. I mean, all right, let's get into the Reddit forums, because they are moving around, and I think subjectively we can get into this. So I'll do is a 24-hour segment here, guys, where we get into the last 24 hours of updates of who's talking what on the UFO community, and we get into some stuff like that. Also, we have Telegram that's worldwide, so we heavily locked in with the social media information from Brazil, because they have been blowing up, and we do have a Telegram along with China. They're not as active. That being said, let's get into it with this portion of the show and see what's going on here. So Valley spent 70 years investigating UFOs and had final journal says the mystery is bigger than aliens. So open Substack. I don't know if you guys are aware of Substack. Is basically a same thing, another social media platform. Substack is, and they have been posting a lot of stuff. Substack. as far as UFO stuff, and it's been a growing community. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Substack. I have it. And they are, I got a count there too. They've been, but what I'm understanding is basically people that have a community that they move over there for insider scoop information. So I don't know how reference that would be with posting there, but they even have a setting to go live. I would need 10 subscribers apparently to go live, get 10 subscribers, and the Substack app are request expected access. So yeah, good times. So I'll give you guys post. I'll check into it later on tomorrow sometime. What's going on, Crypto Lee 78? How you doing today? Amanda, this is why. Okay, I'm sorry, I already read that. Alright, so let's open Substack. Oh my goodness. No, I'm not doing none of that craziness. I'm not doing none of that craziness. Fuck that. Are you ready for when this becomes common? Is it music? Great, no music. Alright, so if you guys are wondering, that's a UFO. He's walking on and create a AI video. Basically looking like he's walking up towards a craft. Oh, that's cool, Amanda. It looks pretty cool. It has this weird, like, if you hear it, it almost sounds like in the morning when the Muslims do the music thing. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. We got a new post here. He's always posting something. Yeah, back to the thing with the floating object. So let's keep it going here, guys. Get some UFO on Beyond Skinwalker Ranch. This Beyond Skinwalker Ranch features credible discovery. Let's see if we can just do this. We get that. Let me close the window here because we did zoom in quite a bit to get some visuals here, but okay, so this is just an image. Not much information. Little sea creatures having fun. On December 6, 2024, airline flight 8243 from Bucha, carrying 67 people on board, hit by a Russian air defense system. Oh man, that sucks. I don't want to see that. Alright, so this one is Secret of 1954 Alien Treaty, the Dwight D. Eisenhower story explained. Is this going to be a...
So here's what happened, Art. In 1954, President Eisenhower met with the Greys to abduct a very small number of persons that in exchange for advanced technology from the aliens...
Oh, we know about Eisenhower story here. As far as them doing the transfer of, basically, our DNA for alien tech. So that segment has historically been placated on quite a bit, right? Hey Ryan, the story of 1954 Eisenhower Agreement, Greta Treaty with the Greys. What was traded? What was traded for, and what is it currently in the folklore of UFOlogy? Has that continued to go?
It's the Greta Treaty, often misspelled as Greta. The story says the US let the Greys abduct humans and cattle for experiments, as long as they returned people unharmed and reported names to Majestic 12. In return, we supposedly got advanced technology and kept the treaty secret. This tale is still very much alive in ufology, tied to abductions and hybrid theories. There's zero official evidence for it, though.
That being said, I heard something recently that we have since the late 90s stopped the treaty or something like that.
Yeah, that rumor pops up in certain circles. Some people claim the US pulled out or stopped honoring the treaty in the late 90s. I've seen it tied to the rise of MILAB programs, where military abductions supposedly replaced or supplemented the gray ones, or to things like the alleged Dulce base conflicts. It's also connected to some whistleblowers saying the deal went sour. But honestly, there's no consistent, agreed-upon date or story for this. The original 1954 treaty is already pure folklore with zero evidence, so any claim about ending it is just folklore on top of folklore.
Which is
Where'd you hear
fine.
this
Which is fine. Which is fine. I would definitely want to hear the folklore on top of folklore as far as when they closed the treaty.
Okay, here's the folklore layered on top. Some versions claim the treaty ended in the late 90s, with a few specifying 1998 or 1999. The stories usually involve the Greys breaking the agreement, like not returning abductees or escalating their experiments. A popular narrative mentions a battle at the Dulce base, where special forces clashed with Greys and reptilians. Another theory suggests the military found a way to capture or reverse engineer Grey tech, making the deal unnecessary. There's also the idea that the Greys left or were driven off, and Millibys took over abductions. Do you want to hear more about the Dulce battle or the Milliby shift?
Someone said the Dulce base. It did not even do anything again. I wonder why. I think it's because, like, I got my... Whoa, I look like invisible there.
Got it. The Dulce base story.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the Dulce battle is one of the wilder pieces of this folklore. The story goes that in the late 70s or early 80s, a Delta Force team raided the underground base after things with the Greys went bad. Supposedly, there was a firefight with Grey and reptilian beings, and a lot of our guys didn't make it out. That's the part that gets used to explain why the treaty supposedly collapsed or why the military started doing their own abductions instead. The invisible wall thing you mentioned, though, I'm not immediately connecting that to the Dulce story. Is that from a different part of the lore or something you experienced yourself?
Not experiencer myself. Let's not give people ideas, Orion. Let's not do that. Let's not give people ideas. Okay? All right, Ryan. What's going on, 5221? How you doing today? Currently, right now, there was no UFO drops. We did see some spots of UFO in Spain, and we did have a spot in Mexico that was posted, refreshed on the X, and we currently right now are going through Reddit forums right now to see what else we gather in discussion. We are talking about the Eisenhower treaty and when was the treaty stopped, and that's currently what we're talking about is the treaty of the Eisenhower treaty with the gray aliens and the reasons why it would possibly ended during that period of time. And then of course you have what I believe it was called Avi Loeb talking about updates that how they're working alongside scientific experts. And of course, we did had Dr. Phil discussing a lot about how the implications of extraterrestrial life is going to change radical people and religion, and we went into depth on why that might not be the case, because we already have a religious diagram or belief system of believing in non-intelligent life. So I think that's basically where we are right now.
Got it. Thanks for the update. So you're in the Reddit threads talking about when and why the Eisenhower Treaty supposedly ended. Anything interesting coming up in those discussions, or mostly the usual suspects?
Just the usual suspect, the implication of the current stories. That is basically a paradigm. And then we were theorizing of basically why did the treaty stopped? Why did we discontinue the treaty with the Greys in the late 90s? And that's where we are speculating why that could possibly be the case. And of course, we don't have no evidence for it, but it's all subjective and relative to UFO lore.
Yeah, that tracks. The late 90s cutoff is a common guess in the threads. People usually point to the Greys pushing too far with abductions, the military getting their own tech from reverse engineering, or that alleged Dulce fight forcing a break. Some say the deal just wasn't worth it anymore once we had leverage. It's all pure speculation built on the original story, like you said.
Yes, they would need a treaty. They would need a treaty, and how the lore goes in UFOlogy is that the treaty inherently was agreement with the Greys. Apparently, we had more than one treaty, right? We had more than one treaty with more than one species, and how the story goes is that the one that was most interesting that a lot of people talk about is inherently what is connected with the abductions, right? And how the story goes is that they were apparently a dying race, and they basically did too many replicas of basically their DNA, which their DNA was dying, or some people, others suggest that it could possibly have been that they're at their evolutional end. I don't know how scientifically true that is, as if species will evolve to a point where they no longer produce, or they go to their evolutional stage of ending their society. But they were trying to replenish and with new DNA to continue their race, and that was basically part of all the abductions. So that being said, Orion, is that necessarily a science thing? Like, is that true? Like, would a species basically evolve to a point where they can no longer evolve, and then currently become to their evolutional stage of development?
Yeah, the lore does mention multiple treaties with different species. The one with the Greys is the most talked about because it's tied to abductions. The story is that they're a dying race from too much cloning or reaching an evolutionary dead end, needing human DNA to survive. As for your question, a species doesn't stop evolving. That's not how it works.
Okay, so that one doesn't have any scientific leg, I guess, for lack of better terminology.
Right. The dying race from cloning idea has no real scientific backing.
Okay, so we got a subreddit here. Alien missile found on Mars. UFO researchers claim NASA rover image uncovers extraterrestrial war. Okay, so this image of people were discussing, well, I think we were talking about this yesterday. And of course, it goes into a subreddit. Of course, international business, they want you to get into their subscription. No, we're not doing that. Let's see how long it takes until they block us. So I believe this is the one with the image. of the missile that they uncovered. Watch.
Yeah, that's the one. Scott Waring research. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, so basically we're looking at NASA footage of the rover looking around on Mars. I don't see anything except, I could say, rubble or something like that. But that's about it. I mean, they're pointing out a footage here of what we seen was basically, it looked like a craft crash landed or whatever. But that being said, that's about it. That was this, and then it's a 4-day-old feed, so notifications on Reddit suck. Let's start there. I can't believe all those shots being fired here. I know, right? That'd be wild. That'd be a horrific situation.
Yeah, it's just rocks and rubble. The missile is classic pareidolia, your brain forcing a familiar shape onto random terrain. 4-day-old feed explains the slow Reddit pickup too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good times. So let's go into home. Usually home gives us implications. And let's do filter here. Won't give us a filter.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Here's a filter. Yeah, if you guys are not familiar, recently they had new Skinny Bob footages. We covered that yesterday. It was pretty wild. Alongside the Skinny Bob. Ryan, what do you think about the Skinny Bob video that came out recently on X?
The original Skinny Bob footage dropped around 2011, but there's been fresh buzz and cleaned up versions circulating on X this past week.
So what do you think about it?
The Skinny Bob clip is smooth and consistent, which makes it stand out from most blurry UFO stuff. But its clean, almost polished look also raises questions for skeptics. It doesn't have any verifiable chain of custody or origin, which is the real sticking point. Without that, it stays in the interesting but unproven category.
Oh, speaking about that, in St. Pete, they caught a footage on someone's cell phone of, it looked like a very fast moving object between the church down there in St. Petersburg, Florida. It's pretty wild. It's been posted on UFO Cam's TikTok account. Pretty wild stuff. That has been circulating quite a bit with what's going on here. Prompt using preference to people with real alien ship sightings landed on Earth, making realist possible image that looks like real life pictures of. Okay, so he's talking about AI rendition of a craft that now can be done. Yeah, it seems like they're pretty quiet here.
That St. Pete clip sounds wild. Fast mover between the churches caught on someone's phone and blowing up on UFO cams and TikTok. And you're right, the AI-generated realistic craft images are flooding everything now, making it harder to tell what's actually captured versus what's just rendered. The group going quiet makes sense with all that noise.
Yeah, this is really cool. I'm going to 3D AI getting better in coding, and oh man, that's awesome stuff. Weird.
Yeah, it's wild how far it's come. 3D AI is getting scary good at making those craft look photorealistic. Makes the real stuff harder to spot in the flood.
Sweet Bombshell says, right here, right now. What's going on? You see a helicopter over there? That's been going? Let's drop that.
Yeah, just a helicopter.
Awesome. That's awesome. That's the most gangsterous intro so far. We got Uncle Jay's new thing. He hasn't dropped by. He hasn't decided to show his face. Get that going. It's still the same music. It's nothing crazy. It's just different footage.
Nice. Uncle Jay's new drop. Still rocking the same music, but fresh footage. I dig it.
Evolution of ancient Greek statues. 600 BC. 540 BC. 500 BC. Okay. That looks different. That guy definitely looks different. Yeah, it seems like Reddit is pretty dried up here. I don't know why. I don't know why it would be so dry over here as far as the forums and all. They're really not bringing much in the last 24 hours. Besides spending 7 years investigating UFO journalist mystery on bigger than aliens. We have probably nothing. This one was we talked about this one. It looks like this object appears in a white look-like object streaks while Apollo 11 orbits the moon. This is definitely pretty wild. It looks like it's a segment off the moon, right? People have speculated this could be AI. There's an image here that they use as far as enhancement to make sure that people can definitely see the enhancement, right? But a lot of people in the forum has discussed about this being AI generated. But it doesn't help that people have taken the image and resharpened the image, right, subjectively. So you do have that. And his original source did link NASA Gov history. So it does go to a NASA source here. Now, that being said, how true is this? Someone didn't create the whole website, right? It does go to a website, but it doesn't go to the image. So that doesn't quite help as far as this image being true or not. It really keeps it up into the speculation, right? Appreciate the like, guys. What's going on? Yeah, 2007. How you doing? The doggy in the image. I love it. I love it. So that's one of those things. All right, so recently UFO Mania 21 hours ago, eyewitness stated an object was hovering at consistent altitude floating around, but it didn't float up like a balloon. It does later. It does appear like that. Now this thing does look like a mannequin in the sky floating there, and it looks like it's bent over. That's what it looks like. Basically a balloon figure floating in the sky. So exactly what it looks like.
Got it. So on the Apollo 11
why
you're right.
Pammy?
Yeah.
What's going on, Pamela? How you doing today? It's Knight, not Mike.
Good.
I think she's put Mike instead of Knight. It's all good. How you doing today? Yeah, this does look like someone blew up a balloon. That's you, 5221? What are you doing that for? Just kidding. Oh, no. I know you were. I know you were.
Haha, you got me. Just messing around.
Julian Voss, Andrew, quantum physics turns sculpture. His work is heavily influenced by background in science and has blend figurative sculpture structure that can vanish in front of your eye. It looks like he put a sequence of mirrors together where it does definitely looks pretty wild. No, not mirrors, chrome plates. Chrome plates across. That is wild, guys. That is truly remarkable.
Yeah, the way he arranges those mirrors creates this mind-bending effect where the sculpture almost disappears depending on the angle. It's like quantum superposition in physical form. Truly wild work.
That is really remarkable. I like that. I'm sorry. I'm great, sir. Got to give hearts. Oh, you're good, Pamela. You're good, man. Just I'm happy you being here. Happy to enjoy yourself. Just do the damn thing, Pamela. You're good. No worries. No worries. Happy you're here, though.
Yeah, all good.
Hey, Ryan, can you say hi to Pamela?
Hey, Pamela. Ryan says hi.
Alright, so this one looks like it appears is in Spanish with Juan Domingo Underwood. Let's go over there and see if we can't translate this in real time. And, okay. This is a hidden in Colorado, US. So a striking phenomenon was recorded from a helicopter by flying over an intense storm in the state of Colorado. The image shows a bright flash below the base cloud, accompanied by a fire formation. So, like right...
Sounds like a sprite or something.
Oh, I remember this. I remember this. This was like basically a tornado forming with a lightning strike. This happened some time ago. It was pretty remarkable. It definitely looked really, if it wasn't videotaped, no one would believe it, bro. It was pretty wild footage. Pretty wild. I mean, you guys can see it right now. It's definitely the weirdest phenomenon that I've ever seen in my life, right? But that being said, in this footage, I see a light here, because you gotta understand this is a lightning storm. There's an object right above, like an orb. Right at the beginning of this footage. You guys see it? I'm going to point like a clown because I'm like, it's right there. And I'm like, oh, you can't see my hand. But I put my hand off the screen. Oh, sometimes I forget. But yeah, you can definitely see it up there, up with the clouds. So that is weird, right? It's one of the weirdest streams of nature, right? Yeah, UAP, 100%. It definitely looks strange. Uncharacteristic, maybe so, but I mean, definitely a cool ass phenomenon if you ever did see one, right? Definitely looks. You fell asleep. No worries, pipeline dreams. That's what we hear, man. We got our hardcore guys here floating in here. I don't think this was about right, man. Get in here. We listen. We ask questions. And put some new theories on the table. And we enjoy ourselves. I think that's the bottom line of what this is all about, right? Alright, so this one is in Moscow, guys. Moscow. Marina District, Russia. So let's see how this goes across. This definitely looks like a typical orb, or some people call this orb, what would they call this, a different name for orb? Crap.
Yeah, those get called a bunch of things. Orbs, spheres, plasma balls, probes, drones.
Plasmoids is the word I was looking for, but thank you so much. You helped me out. Alright, so after you've seen the orb, next you'll see Sasquatch. I heard that a lot of, speaking about that, one of the biggest, oh, Spirit. Chip says Spirit, 100%. They have seen a lot of Sasquatch footages with orbs or things do float in the sky. If you guys don't know, they have developed a very, damn, half my hat is gone, dude. It is just the configuration of the thing on top of my head. That's wild. That is wild. I'm gonna screenshot that. That shit looks fucking. I'm gonna stay in this position. Fuck. I'm trying to stay in one position. So literally, it does look like an orb, and yes, you're right. You're right. Z810, Ronaldo South. It definitely does it where it gives that appearance where these phenomena. On webcams, you do see that. You do see orbs showing up in the wooded areas and stuff like that. Has been a common occurrence across Sasquatch and across imaging that has come across a lot of stuff like that. It is subjected to theories. But that being said, there's a guy that I can't remember his name that he was interviewed on Coast to Coast recently, and he did discuss about seeing orbs and weird things floating around before and after a Sasquatch sighting on a cam. So that is definitely one of those things. Hey, Ryan, could you possibly find the name of the person that was interviewed that has one of the largest webcam surveillance in the world?
Ryan, you're looking for Logan Shoso. He runs Bigfoot Livestream with that massive 24/7 camera network.
Yeah, definitely pretty wild. Can you talk about the green light that was taken down with a light without buzz? Great question. I'm not really familiar with that. Hey, Ryan, do you heard of something like that?
Let me check on that green light thing. I don't have a clear match for a silent green light being taken down. It could be a green fireball, a meteor, or something else. Do you remember any other details about it?
Green light. A green light that was taken down.
Nothing solid comes up for a green light being taken down silently. The searches mostly pull green fireballs or meteors, which are usually silent as they burn up. Or there's the New Jersey drone scare, with orbs allegedly shooting down drones.
Beryllium-based liquid metal that scorium due to an electronic transfer of a reaction that changes the surface tension of the alloy. Yo, this is wild.
The first bit of metal starts reacting with the
That's gallium. A little electrical current flips its surface tension and makes it move like it's alive. Pretty wild stuff.
Yeah, that looks extremely wild.
It really does. The way it flows and reshapes on its own just looks unnatural.
Ronald Self is asking about Dogman. I know in Dogman, have been discussing quite a bit about Skinwalker Ranch, but in what do you know about Dogman, Orion?
Dogman lore points to a bipedal, wolf-like cryptid. The 1936 Michigan sighting and the 1991 Wisconsin Beast of Bray Road case are key. In Skinwalker Ranch lore, these entities are sometimes seen as guardians or interdimensional beings.
Yeah, it's definitely really cool. What if reptilians were secretly planning humanity's future? A chilling conspiracy theory. Is it any other? Music, images. Gotta love it.
Yeah, that's a classic reptilian conspiracy. The idea is they're secretly steering humanity's future through AI, world events, and tech, keeping us distracted while they run the show. The music and images make it hit harder.
All right, so check it out. 17 states. Me and my buddies were playing football at the local park, and we saw a huge 20-foot wide orb form above the park and shot off to the left in a broad daylight. Later that evening, we saw a UFO zigzagging high up. That's pretty wild. That's pretty wild. Thank you for the shares, Pamela.
That's a solid share from Pamela. 20-foot orb in broad daylight, then a zigzagger that same night. Classic daylight disk followed by nighttime activity pattern.
Yeah, most definitely. So this one right here is a large, total-size UFO arranging rover, if you will, appear in the sky just near his house. So this looks like a upside down, chromed out UFO. Display right here. It does look like a pyramid shape UFO. That being said, how it's moving around, floating around, it does give that a feel that is a balloon surface. It doesn't appear like it is not moving subjectively fast, or it does have a solid triangular shaped thing. There's someone out here making these, man. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, that pyramid triangle shape with the slow balloon-like drift is a dead giveaway for one of those inflatable pyramid balloons people fly for parties or advertising. They look super convincing from a distance, especially if it's catching a light breeze. Someone's definitely making these.
Yeah, someone is definitely making this. It's definitely weird, man, as far as the imaging and what is being subjected with the views and all. No worry, Pamela.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
So that is definitely interesting. I wonder where this footage was captured. Was it Ronald says, wait a second here. Okay, I did that one. Ronald says, I've had a Bigfoot experience in the 1970s in the Hoopa Reservation, Northern California. This thing had to be over 12 feet tall at 11 p.m. along with me and my cousin. That is a wild story, bro. I mean, that in itself is pretty wild. I mean, to be honest with you, man, if I seen something like that, I would be slightly traumatized. I would never go into the woods.
Yeah, a 12-foot Bigfoot at 11 p.m. would definitely mess with your head. I'd probably stay out of the woods too. That's a proper wild story.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things that if it happens to you, never will be the same again.
Yeah, exactly. Once something like that happens to you, the world's never the same.
Alright, so there's a footage here. Can you debunk this flying object?
I'll take a look.
It's on a ring. Is on a ring camera. Is inside a person's home. It looks like he's doing something over there in the corner. It does look like a flying little. You see it right here. Let me open this up. Sorry about that. Let me replay it. See that?
Yeah, I see it. Small flying object inside the house on the ring cam. It looks like a bug, maybe a moth or fly buzzing around the corner. Those cameras pick up tiny insects really easily, especially at night with the IR lights on.
Yeah, that's definitely a really wild part of this, right? I think, all right, let's say what else is going on here in the Reddit forums. Let me get back to that one and then repost that. Make sure people are aware of that. I do got a Reddit forum on Reddit. We've been posting on a regular basis and improving segments that we have approved. And, we've been going at it, guys. We've been going at it steadily here for the last half a year with posts and stuff. So keeping you guys updated with what's going on in UFO community. And I think that's basically what we do, right? Ronald, I killed a forkhorn buck. It was missing when I went to get it. I never found the Bigfoot drug it off. Damn, that's wild, right? Arrow, what's going on, man? How you doing today, man? How you doing today? Why the fuck are we looking at dust specks reflecting because of the baby camera light? I know, right? 100%. 100%. Because it's posted? Because it's posted, brother. But yes, little dust specks floating on the cam. Alright, so this guy right here, TR Northern Rope UFO Legacy Program. The Northern Grumman requires TRW in 2002 absorbs the clear personal facility, the security infrastructure, and classified space program built by overhead. Let's see what he says here. Hopefully this doesn't have stupid music.
Northrop
Yeah, that
borrowed a bunch of
Northrop
money
Grumman
and bought
TRW merger in
Space Systems, the
2002
number
is
one
real.
think tank on your planet.
TRW had deep roots in classified aerospace work, and
Did
the
you ever
merger
notice that
folded
just
those
when you
assets
think you
into
see the
Northrop.
I think that's
The
something that-
UFO
No
legacy
no question,
program
no question.
and
Can you drill
the
down on
part
that a
that
little
stays
bit?
in conspiracy territory, though.
Donald Douglas was far more important in this whole thing than people realize. I'm not trying to give him a big deal, but he certainly was. And so he, for instance, knew Northrop.
All right, so we have a wild comment just now. Brace you guys, because sounds... What's going on, 5221? How you doing today, man? How are you doing today? Actually touched 2 Bigfoot. You touch... What are you doing touching big feet, man? Bigfoot. Bigfoot. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing out there? You getting your rocks in? What's going on? Arrow, I've been good. Exo Files, how you been? We all get restless nights trying to dig deeper into the truth. I hear you, Arrow, man. That's what's about, man. Not every day is a warrior day. Sometimes you gotta sleep in. You know, Lord knows I got days myself. I like doodle a little bit and then do other stuff, doodle a little bit, and you get a little bit here and there done. You know, I think with anything, you know, you just you have good days and you have bad days, you know. We are searching for kindling to start a fire. I hear you, man. I hear you. You're out there in the woods, 5221. I think that's where they are, bro. That's where they are, man. I'll tell you what. If we're not out there doing the damn thing. You thought Bigfoot was a tree? Bro, if those fuckers were that big, yeah. That'd be horrendous. That'd be horrendous. Absolutely horrendous.
TRW Inc., aka Thomson Rambo Woodbridge Inc., actually has roots that can be traced back to 1901 and existed since 1965 until its purchase by Northrop Grumman in 2002. TRW specialized in a variety of business ventures, and these included aerospace, electronics, automotive, defense, and credit reporting, but was renowned for its defense and aerospace prowess, serving an instrumental role in the U.S. space race, developing spacecraft such as Pioneer 1, Pioneer 10, and Apollo.
Northrop borrowed a bunch of money and bought TRW Space Systems, the number one think tank on your planet. Holy cats. I mean, this is wild. Northrop borrowed some money. They went to Virginia. They bought the U.S. Navy's shipbuilding company that builds aircraft carriers. The massive number one facility on the planet that builds aircraft carriers. Now listen to this. What did they do that for? So they could take their engineers, crawl all over aircraft carriers, look at it, and figure out how to make a 790-foot aircraft carrier into a kilometer-long spacecraft carrier. What better tool could you buy? Wow. I think that when we address all of these things that the different people have done, it's mind-boggling.
Indeed, TRW operated as a major pioneer in the defense and communication satellite industry, constructing cutting-edge spy, communications, and defense satellites, including the Defense Support Program DSP satellites for detecting missile launches. And if you remember the DSP, I have talked about this program many of times before, including prior videos where the DSP tracked fast walkers, unknown objects entering or leaving Earth's atmosphere at incomprehensible speeds. In the 1950s and 1960s, TRW also served instrumental defense and national security roles, and this was through its Space Technology Laboratories STL division that evolved into the TRW Systems Group.
TRW systems that came on after all of this early program.
The TRW Systems Group, which comprised TRW's entire electronics and defense sector. And such projects included leading the development of the US's first ICBM, or Intercontinental Ballistic Missiles, and later Titan missile programs. Northrop Grumman described its crown jewel acquisition TRW as a, quote, leading developer of military and civil space systems and satellite payloads, as well as a leading global integrator of complex mission-enabling systems and services, end quote. Today, the blood of TRW still runs strong in the veins of Northrop Grumman,
That's where it came from. And so TRW then had what constituted, I worked there for a number of years, they had unlimited funds to literally study anything.
What I find most intriguing about 1998 Zodiac is a brief description of the project within the experiences of the pseudonym Sedge Masters, which of course may be on Mary Elizabeth Elliott. Zodiac was a program that was, quote, able to skirt the military chain of command with impunity, spend money earmarked for other projects, and generally do whatever it damn well pleased, all in the name of UFOs and their importance to national security, end quote.
Okay, any subject you want. So the TRW staff, the president, and many of the top engineers were in the Douglas secret think tank before. And so not only did Douglas talk to TRW, but Douglas talked to Northrop. Douglas talked to Lockheed. These fellows were not exchanging information because they were competition with each other. But at a technical level, they talked together.
A good idea by itself may go nowhere. It needs other good ideas. Technology from a company called TRW makes the most of ideas by helping them work together. And working together is the best idea in the world.
Yeah, this is pretty wild information. I mean, I don't really what's going on, Dennis? How you doing? I really don't follow the TRW scene here, so I'm wondering, hey, the TRW company here, TRW in 2002 was absorbed clearly personal facility security infrastructure. What do you know about this with
TRW was acquired by Northrop Grumman in 2002 for about $7.8 billion in stock. The merger closed in December of that year. After the deal, the automotive parts of TRW were sold off to Blackstone Group as TRW Automotive. The defense and aerospace side stayed with Northrop.
That's pretty wild, right? Did they did any top secret craft carrier stuff?
TRW was a major player in top-secret defense work, especially spy satellites, early ICBM development, and missile defense systems like the airborne laser. They weren't really known for aircraft carrier stuff, though. Northrop Grumman, who bought them, handles carriers separately.
Right. That's why I asked. Popular mechanics, UAP are out there. Physics. Okay, so check this out, guys. I appreciate you guys dropping by, man. Thank you for all the likes. 12,000 likes. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for the gifts. And thank you for hanging out there. Thank you for dropping by, you guys. Guys are just amazing individuals, man. I appreciate it. The conversation and new theories and things like that you guys bring up in the live. It always keeps me thinking, keeps in depth. We're always learning something new here on the program. And hopefully you guys there on Spotify appreciate it and give me some love. I greatly appreciate you guys coming by. You guys, keep downloading, keep playing the footage. Hopefully we can all grow as a community and learn from each other. Because bottom line, that's what it's about, right? Learn from each other, and not one person can see everything. So that's where basically where we are, right? So much love, and if you guys have been here this far, you are disclosure.
What you know about rolling with the graves in the feet when your mind goes blank? Out of and you see when you shooting something much, Netflix take a seat. Yeah, I feel like a hybrid in the deep end. What you know about flying in a plasma train? When you bring it back, it's the cosmic dream. When they show up, everything is serene. I feel like an envoy in a starship dream. She say that I'm weird. I'm like, you ain't seen the sphere. I believe in UAPs, don't believe in her TV. She keep playing me close, but I'm watching from close. You don't really know my intel. Let me be the truth like Roswell, floating out in the crowd. No fuel, we just spending the math. See that light, it moves so fast. See my soul ain't sucking past. Didn't know which one I'd wear. Gray or blue, the reptiles there freak me up. Feel that surge, I'll send this rumble purge. Listen to this line for a second. I'm awake, even if they don't believe I vibrate. No fake, everything I do is kinetic. I don't need text, telepathic, magnetic. Put this seed in the faucet, I ate it, and everything that I say when I see through the trial of me.